everyone, it's me Jenny and this is another random review day. I am super behind with my videos this week, so this is going to be very brief. But yes, the only film that I've watched this week other than the Movie Club Strikes Back pick and a lot of Twitch. It's been a rather busy week, so the only thing that I have actually watched was I had a rather stressful day at work and I thought I was going to go home and watch some Star Wars, which is my go-to like chill out film, and instead I was like, you know what? People have been talking about Indiana Jones recently. I'll rewatch Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, and I don't need to review this film. Everyone who's seen this film knows how fabulous it is. It's awesome, it's funny, it's light-hearted, it's incredibly good action, incredibly entertaining story, everything you love about the Indiana Jones franchise without any of the crystal skulls, which just... Oh wow, I wasn't expecting to go quite that dramatic, but it kind of sums up my feeling about that film. I enjoyed Crystal Skulls to a certain extent, in that I completely and utterly separated the universe from the pre-existing Indiana Jones universe and thought, this is a silly animated film with some minor crossovers and an entire new cast, and that's how I enjoyed Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And yeah, kind of, I think this might actually turn into a rant day instead of a random review day. I will eventually get around to actually reviewing stuff, but I haven't got that much time at the moment. So maybe this should be my rant day, because there's been a lot of talk about Chris Pratt taking on the role as a rebooted Indiana Jones, and my thoughts on this are, leave Indiana Jones alone. There is this archetype that is so brilliant, which is this 1920s through to 1950s adventurer type character who does tomb raiding and such. Like, it's Lara Croft, it's Drake from the Uncharted series, and it's Indiana Jones, and please, why can't we just, Hollywood, please just leave something alone that's so brilliant and so perfect and so timeless, and put in time into making original content using that archetype, because that archetype is what we love. We love that archetype. For me, Indiana Jones is Harrison Ford playing Indiana Jones. I'm sure Chris Pratt could do an excellent job at it, but he's not Indiana Jones. Give him a different name, give him a different background story, and make a new entity. I think that's the only way you're ever going to be able to please fans, because Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, not the best way for this generation to be introduced to Indiana Jones, which is such a brilliant franchise and it works so well. And yeah, as I was supposed to be talking about the Last Crusade, I'm just going to say that I absolutely love it. It's amazing. I think the direction is fabulous. It's fun. It's got mystery, it's got betrayal, it's got that level of cynicism versus faith, which is a beautiful, beautiful archetype. I was allowed to watch it in primary school because I was allowed to watch the one clip in primary school where he's walking across that invisible walkway, because I went to a Church of England primary school and it was like a metaphor on faith, and I really love that. It's a really, like, it's just a very, very entertaining, well-acted, well-directed film. Having been to Venice, I was literally looking at the sets they were going to and I was like, I've been on that street. I have been on that street that they are walking down. I've been on that bridge, or one very, very similar to it. I probably saw that bridge even if I didn't walk across it. And things like that just made me happy. In comparison to like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which is somewhere behind me, which I love, but that Venice is nothing at all like Venice. It's not even close to Venice. It's like if Venice got sucked through a wormhole and smushed in with some sort of like if the Umbrella Corporation designed Venice, is what the Venice of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen looks like in comparison to the real Venice of Indiana Jones. And I love it. I love that the introduction, like the flashback to young Indiana Jones, it just happens to be very convenient that he gets his scar and his hat and rescues a bit of you know, treasure, and gets his whip and you know, gets his fear of snakes, all in the course of about 2 hours. It's very convenient. Like, that is one hell of a day for poor Indiana Jones child. Indiana Jones as a child, and I love it. I think it's fabulously entertaining, and I remember watching the entire video. I had it recorded on video, and I remember watching the whole thing being played backwards. For some reason, I think the video player was broken, and so we couldn't, you know, children who don't know what a video player is, you're not going to be interested in this history lesson, but I think the video player was broken, and instead of, you know, what you usually do is you stand by and then you rewind quickly. We had to rewind, for some reason, on super slow setting, visually on screen, or else it wouldn't work. And so I remember watching the entire film visually backwards, so with no sound, just backwards. And so it's got things like the scene where like she bites his lip and then like lets it pop back, and it literally has his lip going bloop into her mouth, and she's like, I remember that very, very strongly. I love this film. I think there's not a bad actor in it, there's not a bad scene in it. It's just brilliant, and I really wish they would leave this franchise alone. Anyway, this was meant to be a short rant, and it's not. Okay, feel free to leave your comments down below, tell me how much of an idiot I am as normal, and I will see you guys all next week for another random review, which I think next week will be an anime review, and then the week after I'm planning on finally getting around to doing my Jenny Likes review combo thing, which I think will be possibly 2 double episodes, so 4 days worth of content, because it's going to be quite a big section, and that will be turned into a little 4-part playlist, but that's going to be a couple of weeks down the line. Next week will be an anime review on what is technically going to be Friday from now on, but this is going to be up late, so it might not be up by Friday. Anyway, shh, Jenny, just be quiet. I'll see you guys all very soon. Bye guys.